Greetings. We continue today in part 2 of the sealing of the 144,000. We're considering that from Revelation 7, 1 through 8. Let's notice the participation of the angels in this sealing in verses 1 through 3. Literally, and after this thing I saw 4 messengers having stood and continuing to stand upon the 4 corners of the earth, holding, that is, rule over the 4 winds of the earth, in order that a wind it may not be blowing upon the earth, nor upon the sea, nor upon any tree. And I saw a messenger going up away from rising of sun, or the east, having a seal of living God. And he cried out with a loud voice to the 4 messengers, to whom it was given to them authoritative power to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, you all may not hurt the earth, nor the sea, nor the trees, until which time we may seal the servants of our particular God upon their particular foreheads. Now, I have previously mentioned that we're given more details about the participation of God's messengers, that is the angels, in this book as much as, or even more than any other book in the Bible. There are 2 distinct functions set forth here in Revelation 7:1 and 7:3. The first concerns their service in the atmosphere of the earth, and the second concerns their service to the men upon the earth. Revelation 7:1 states the atmospheric service as holding the 4 winds of the earth that they should not blow. This should be understood in juxtaposition to the normal governing of how and when they blow under divine authority. Revelation 7:3 describes their service to the men upon the earth as sealing them with the seal of God in their foreheads. The late Dr. A.T. Robertson noted that the word used to describe the relation of these messengers to the wind here is exactly the same as it was of the relationship to the churches in Revelation 2 and 3. Then let's notice the premise of the sealing in verse number 4. And I heard the number of the ones having been sealed and remaining so, 144,000, having been sealed and remaining so out of each and every tribe of the sons of Israel. Now the prohibition of hurt or harm being brought upon the earth or the sea before the sealing occurs confirms the premise which we have stated, that the authority is given at a point in time previous to the exercising of it. Although this is contrary to the traditions of some, the authority of the 7th seal, which is still to come, begins the actual judgments upon the earth, the sea, and therefore upon the inhabitants of her. The events of Daniel chapter 11, 32 through 45 occur before the time of trouble spoken of in Daniel 12:1. From the beginning of the 7-year period, there will be a number of Jewish people who will recognize what is really happening. This group will not join up with the covenant, but will do, quote, exploits against said covenant. They are called, quote, those who understand, in Daniel 11:33, and those that know their God in Daniel 11:32. Some scholars and writers have the sealing of these 144,000 as an arbitrary sealing by God to eternal salvation. Yet the immediate context, as well as the whole of Scripture, will not support such a view. The sealing of this 144,000 is a subjective sealing with reference to temporal service, according to Revelation 7:3. Revelation 14 will supply more details about the criterion by which these sealed ones were chosen. In Revelation 14:4, it declares that they are virgin males. It also declares that they are undefiled. And it also declares that they have no guile. This information would be a newsflash for some people. God has not been without a gospel witness upon the earth since he personally delivered the gospel to Adam in Genesis 3:15 with instructions to pass it on. Further, when the church age ends and the saved are taken out in the rapture, God will still not be without a gospel witness. The scriptures plainly teach that some of the Jews will begin to preach the gospel. At this point, some who teach these traditions would accuse me of teaching heresy, but I would answer that it's not heresy, rather it is the fulfillment of many Old Testament prophecies, which we will pick up next time.